Next, I wish when I grew up I could look like this guy, although it wouldn't work. Briana Shawa, American retired professional strongman, widely regarded as one of the greatest strength athletes of all time. He won the 211, 213, 215, and 216 World's Strongest Man competitions, making him one of only 5 men to win the World's Strongest Man 4 times. In 211, Shaw became the first man to win the Arnold Classic Strongman competition, as well as the World Strongman competitions in the same calendar year, a feat he replicated in 215. With 27 international competition wins, he is the 4th most decorated strongman in history. He has also set more than 25 world records in deadlifting, stone lifting, keg tossing, grip-related movements, and more. At a tiny 6'8", 454 pounds, he is truly one of the strongest men to ever live. Briana Shawa. Thanks, brother. Right around this favor? Okay.
Beautiful.
I look like a little mini me next to him. Okay, I'm going to put it on you. Now I know he can handle this. This is like a little peanut. There you go. Okay.
Love it. Get this to come up a little bit. Well, first I want to say thank you to Fairfax, Dr. Goldman, the entire committee for selecting me. I mean, this is definitely a big honor to be up here, and especially with this class. You know, it's phenomenal. And, you know, for me, I think, you know, I started as a small town kid, right? Just a kid, and my parents were great. They were super supportive and allowed me to dream. And I had the ability to dream big and to believe in myself, right? So as my path started, you know, I went down the basketball path. That was my goal, my dream. I wanted to play in college, and that was what I wrote down. I wrote down my goal when I was 10 years old. I'm gonna earn a college basketball scholarship, put in the hard work, did everything I needed to do, and I was able to do that. Once I was done playing basketball, I needed another competitive outlet because I am unbelievably competitive, right? So I love lifting, and I thought, hey, these guys on TV that I've seen, you know, lifting these crazy things, I think I could do that. So, you know, I started to compare my size, my stats, all of that to these guys, and did some research, figured out how I could find a contest. I entered it, I was hooked immediately, and then went down the strongman path. Set new goals and, you know, climbed the ranks pretty quickly within the strongman sport, up to the point that I actually tied at World's Strongest Man. First and only tie in the history of the sport. They didn't even know what to do. It wasn't in the rules, right? That was in South Africa. I unfortunately lost on a count back, which, you know, to this day, we can debate that, but lost on a count back. 16-hour plane ride back, didn't sleep a wink. And I said, what am I trying to do? What am I trying to do with my life? What am I trying to do as strongman? What am I trying to do with everything? And 2 words popped into my head: be great, right? Be great. That's what I was trying to do with all of it. So I got back to my gym, which was a grocery store that had gone out of business. It was just their storeroom. Found a piece of wood and wrote "be great" on it, set it up on the wall, and looked at that every single day. And that's been in my gym since that day. And that is what I have strived for with everything. So of course, you know, you've got the accomplishments within the sport of strongman. You know, I was very competitive, very driven, very motivated to do everything I did. And, you know, I always wanted to get into a position like this, to be in the conversation of the strongest men that have ever walked on this planet. And I think that I have been able to do that. Obviously, just being in that conversation is wonderful because, again, I started as a small town kid, right? And the thought process was the world's strongest man, the strongest man on this planet has to come from somewhere, right? So I believed in myself. I had a lot of good people along my path help me out, be in my corner. And again, that list is very long, and I'm so thankful and grateful for everybody that helped me out along the way, because without all of those people in my corner, I couldn't have done it by myself. Of course, I have to walk out there and perform, but there's a team, and there always has been a team around me. That started with my parents early on and moved on to my wife being there for me, my boys. A lot of motivation that you can draw from the people around you, the support group that you have. And, the path has been incredible, and I'm so thankful for that. But one of the things with Strongman, I wanted to leave the sport in a better spot than when I started. And I have been very vocal about this. I wanted to see changes made within the sport, and I knew at a certain point after about a decade of trying that I needed to take things into my own hands. And if you're going to do something, oftentimes you have to step up and do it yourself. So we started the Shaw Classic, and we have ran that the last 5 years. We now crown the strongest man on earth. And I'm very, very proud of the work that we have done, my wife, my team. It's been an incredible ride, but it looks like this year we're actually going to give out the largest prize money potentially in the sport of strongman, which, that we're just getting started. We're just scratching the surface, and it's my way of giving back to the sport, to the guys, to the fans, to everybody, and there's a lot more to come. I mean, I feel like this is, kind of just putting the cherry on top of chapter 1. I still have a lot of goals and dreams and things to go after, and an impact, but my message to a lot of people has just been that to be great, right? You can wake up every single day. I feel like every person is born with some gift, some ability, and all you have to do is find that. God blessed me certainly with my size and my strength, and I had to work incredibly hard to maximize that, but I found my passion. I worked hard to maximize it, and I feel like every single person out there can do that because, truth be told, I'm just a normal guy. I'm a small town kid. Now I'm a husband and a father, and I just get up and try to do something each and every day to get better. So, if you take that away, if everybody takes that away, you can spread a lot of positivity, and the world absolutely can be a better place. And I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Thank you.
Zajímá tě zákulisí UFC a profesionálního MMA? Chceš vidět, co dělají zápasníci mimo oktagon a gymy, ve kterých trénujou? Dej mi odběr, mi to hodně pomůže a hlavně mi to dá motivaci natáčet další videa.